Robler's TIP. Bob and Leon decided to use the Technology Integration Plan, also known as TIP. This plan has 6 phases. The first phase is assess technology, pedagogical content knowledge. Bob and I decided to look at our familiarity with the 3 areas of Tpack: content knowledge, pedagogy, and the technology knowledge. Bob and I both have about the same experience or expertise in our content knowledge. He has 2 years and I have 3 years of teaching experience. Bob is experienced in the technology sector of technology knowledge, and I am lacking just being comfortable with technology. I have the stronger understanding of the pedagogical studies. With Bob in my backgrounds, we should have a strong Tpack. The second phase is determined relative advantage. The major problems are that Bob is grumpy with everyone and only likes being on his phone. The best solution to increase his mood is to make the class complete their assignments online. A student's content will be introduced online through screen share from an iPhone to the smartboard. The lessons itself will be made through the software such as Classcraft that can be controlled with the smartphone. The students can comment through the software, so they no longer have to face Grumpy Bob. Finally, all the assessments will also be done with Classcraft instantly, so Bob and I can see the students' understanding immediately and can make alterations between periods if needed. I see a huge increase in the relative advantage because Bob will now find more enjoyment in working with his students and colleagues. The lesson that we will be teaching is the vocabulary definitions of the sales gradient concentrations of salts and osmosis factors. This is a hard concept to follow because it has several different processes that happen, and just drawing pictures and trying to explain it does not do the students any justice. Technology will also help solve this problem because it can demonstrate the process through media formats such as video that better illustrates the process. The students can also refer back to the media for reference and review. The third phase is decide on objectives and advantages. The students will learn to either identify or define 8 out of the 10 cell gradient concentrations of salts and osmosis factors by the end of the unit. The measurement will be with an online quiz that will have captioned videos of each process. The fourth phase is design integration strategies. The students are going to use the integration strategy of building mental models and increase knowledge transfer. Classcraft will use video-based scenarios to pose problems and then give simulations to help students explore the complex processes of osmosis. Bob will be able to help with integration through technology because that is his strength. The fifth phase is prepare the instructional environment. The school will provide the software and devices needed. Time will be given during class. Special education students can follow through in their special education classroom if needed. The student who is an English language learner can set language so they can listen to it once in English and then once in their native language. Students can refer to video at home, in the computer lab, after or before school, or anywhere that has public internet access such as the library or McDonald's. Review time will also be given in the classroom for those students who may not have at-home access. Both Bob and I are familiar with Classcraft, so we can use it efficiently and teach students to do as well. The district supplies each child with an iPad. The students will be taught to use the software during class and given class time to become comfortable with it. A handout will be given to remind students how to utilize the software. Firewall software is utilized at school to protect students, and each student will have a personal password to access Classcraft. Their parents will also have access to all their child's assignments and means to contact Bob or I. The sixth phase is evaluate and revise integration strategies. The majority of the class met the objectives to either identify or define 8 out of the 10 cell gradients concentrations of salts and osmosis factors. By the end of the unit, The two special education students completed their assignment in the special education classrooms because they needed additional time. The students enjoy using Classcraft and asked for more lessons such as this in the future. Bob appreciated being able to track student progress on his phone and was overall more engaged in creating a meaningful lesson. Captain out.